Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern Sisters. So yes, my queens, my princesses, my empress, my mama Africas, my clan woman, my mud women, my sacred women, my goddesses. I just wanted to greet you in that way so that I can remind you of who and what you are and why you're here to exist, to shine your beauty upon the world. I just want to tell that to black women because maybe you didn't hear that today. Maybe you forgot. Maybe you never knew this. You never knew how great you were, how beautiful you were. I told you that we had just completed, my husband and I just completed doing our first retreat in Eno River State Park in Durham, North Carolina. We're actually not in that park at this point. We're actually we're in Raleigh. We're in Raleigh in a park called Umstead, and it is so beautiful. And my husband and I was talking about the connection to our people in the land, and that I'm telling y'all, like if y'all not from the South, and I'm talking to y'all for a minute, because I find that the Northerners, the black folks that's out west, or just people watching maybe from another country, another city, and another country. The land that your ancestors slaved on is your land. Like when you're here, you could feel that this is our land. It doesn't feel like it's their land. It never was. The land is owned by the person who toils in the land, who tills the land, who works the land, who turns the soil, who produces the wife, who produces the crop. It is that, who picks the cotton. It is our magic that we brought from the continent of Africa. It is the seeds of our okra. It is our watermelon seeds. It is the things that we particularly brought from home that makes it our land. And when you get here, there are certain areas, certain spots that when you get here, it makes you tear up. It makes you want to cry. It's interesting too, being out in nature, how sensitive it makes you, not just while you're in it, but even after you leave it. And I just thought about it, that article that I shared with y'all about forest something. I can't remember the name, but the name was kind of a little ridiculous, but actually it wasn't that ridiculous. It was forest bathing. But I realized that it said that just an hour or two has lasting effects for up to 30 days. Think about 2.5 days camping. So you're on the ground, whether you're on a cot, whether you're on a inflatable mattress, you're still on the ground. The sisters that I was with, the women that came on, my husband said it. He said he know brothers that he personally knows, and that I know too, that couldn't have lasted those 2.5 days. And it wasn't particularly, what you call survivor-esque. It wasn't that. It was that most people would feel the discomfort of not being in their bed, or the discomfort of not having a proper shower, though we did. We have a shower that a sister brought that's like a tent, and then you fill it with water and it actually creates a shower. Everything we did, we had to use the things around us. We used ingenuity. One sister built a toilet with plastic bag and some styrofoam covering and a bucket, but it was amazing. She took a clothesline from the hammock that she had and strung the clothesline, a hammock from the bungee cord kind of from the hammock became the clothesline. My husband took a garbage bag and tied it to a tree, and that became our garbage kind of dump, or our garbage can, if you will. It was the most amazing experience that, if need be, instinct kicks in. If need be, our natural way, our natural knowing, our natural intuition as women kicks in. And then there's also this thing about no cell phones. Even though the cell phones was working, wasn't nobody on their cell phone. We were connecting with each other. We built a sisterhood. We are on our group page right now telling each other how much we love each other, and we mean it. We bonded in a way that you can't bond when you're disconnected. I knew before I did the retreat that the biggest hoodwink that has been caused to black folks, and particularly in America, but I say in the diaspora all over, But America, because we're so disconnected, a lot of us, from the earth, even the Southerners, even the people from the South, which is the country, right? It's all not country. There's a lot of people in the South that stay in Raleigh, and that stay in Durham, and that stay in the major cities that don't know nothing about the country either. And what they know or what they don't know, they fear. So this is not a city versus country folk. All of us have been disconnected from ourselves, thus being disconnected from our beauty. Now, all of us were used to having bathtubs. All of us was used to having showers. All of us were used to, being able to have our lipstick or our eyeliner or, comb to our hair or whatever it was. We had none of that. Yet, after a while, your beauty wasn't dependent on those outside things. Your beauty was dependent on what you had within. It's beautiful to know how to take care of yourself in the midst of nature. It's beautiful to have to go with the flow that it rained Friday night and Saturday night and still found the beauty in that. But more importantly, in yourself. That your beauty is not dependent on the bath. It's not dependent on the candles. It's not dependent on the essential oils, although those essential oils will sure help and keep the bugs away. And that, it makes me think that all of those sacred things that we do as sacred women, because we are sacred women, the women that are watching this are sacred women, are holy women, are spiritual women. It's like the essential oils don't just work in the bathtub or on your major chakras. They work to keep insects away from you. They repel them. That the sea bath, that the putting the salt in the bathtub becomes unnecessary if you could bathe in the river like we did, if you could do that every day, or the ocean, or the stream, or the lake. There's a sensitivity, like I said before, a opening of the heart that allows me to see my beauty in every single way and every day. That if I had none of my sacred tools, no sacred woman book, no crystals, not all these things that I thought was amazing and magical. Yes, I did bring my oracle cards, and yes, the sisters got to pull them and we read for them, and it was profound and it was deep, but I was reading them without them. Nature came up in me. God is the creator, came up in me. And I was able to see so clearly. And I was telling them about the goodness in them. I was telling them the great things that I saw that maybe they couldn't see because we've been so bombarded by everything but what is right. Like, why are we not bombarded by trees? Why are we not bombarded by the earth? Why do we not put ourselves in those situations? Why do we put ourselves in situations of chaos and trials and tribulations? Why don't we seek out nature and all its beauty and all its glory? As many of you know, and I don't know why you are hesitant, I'm thinking you're waiting till you get paid, but July 2nd, this Sunday, from 2 to 5 p.m. kicks off, Eastern Standard Time, kicks off the 21-day intensive, the return of the sacred beauty. I was going to do a live stream tomorrow, and I'm going to do it, and it's going to be entitled, To Be a Sacred Beauty, You Got to Let Go of a Lot of Ish. To be a sacred beauty, you got to let go of a lot of ish, a lot of S-H-I-T. Because there's nothing wrong. Your beauty, you don't have to go out there and get it. I didn't have to go out and get nature in a sense. It got me. Because once I walked into the entrance of the park, I was taken in. I didn't have to sit in it. I don't even remember myself meditating in it, deliberately. I just know that just being in it, just like the article said, was enough to do whatever it needed to do. It opened up the heart of my man. It opened up the heart of the ladies. Like, I could totally see a couples retreat. Like, I could see it now. It's not much I would have to do. Just us being in nature would bring the relationships closer together. When women realize the beauty in them is not based on anything but who they already are. Like I was thinking, I know how we say, like today I got on my short shorts because you know what? Today's color is yellow, and yellow is for Tahuti, and he is the divine sacred scribe. He represents divine intelligence. I have not a stitch of yellow on anywhere in my body, and I still feel like I am connected to divine intelligence. I still feel like I'm connected to Tahuti. And I don't say this as a disrespectful way. I'm saying that out of all the 7 days, there was no day for pink, but I felt pink. Because I'm working with my inner child. I'm allowing her to be free. I'm allowing her to be a child. Because it's summertime. And in the summertime, kids put on their shorts. And they don't worry about what their body looks like and if they're too chubby or they're too thin or their legs are too big or their legs are too small or their ankles are too skinny. They don't worry about that. I told my live stream today, I said, we're so busy worried about or thinking to ourselves, I'll wear those shorts or that skirt or show my legs when I do go to the gym and work on my legs or lose that weight or gain that weight or lose those love handles. My body shifts just like the seasons, just like the phases of the moon, just like the ocean and the river. And depending on if it rains the day before, that river may be up here. And if it doesn't rain, the river's down here. If it rains, the river may flow faster and harder. If it doesn't, it may be still or flow slowly. A woman's body does that as well. I'm not going to wait to put on short shorts until all my love handles are gone. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to wait for my body to be absolutely perfect all of the time before I could wear that outfit or put on that bendy or wear that lipstick. I'm going to wear it now because what I have is now, and I'm perfect now. I'm about to be 50 years old on August 7th, and a month from what, July 7th, a month from that, I'll be 50. And I'm going through the change of life. I'm going through menopause. And I'm embracing all that comes with that. I'm embracing all that comes with eating too much raw potato salad and all that comes with eating too much cashew nuts and all that comes with eating too much couscous that I know is not the greatest for me. But I've done it and I'll do better next time. But right now, what's left from that is okay with me. I'm not going to not wear my short shirt or my short shorts because everything ain't in order. Because the way I think it to be, because it is in order. It is in divine order. And this Sunday, July 2nd from 2 to 5 p.m., 3 hours I come to you in the beginning, in the kitchen, showing you the remedies, the recipes, and showing you how to put your life in divine order. Thy will, not my will, be done. I embrace all of me. I embrace my bloatedness. I embrace my love handles. I embrace me. I embrace my imperfections. I want to stand up to, I want to show you that I embrace me, and I want to share that. Hey, Warren, could you put the camera up? I'm going to stand up. And I'm going to do it because I want you to know, I want you to stand up. I want you to stand up with all those things that you think ain't perfect, all those things you're waiting to one day when I lose this, one day when I get this in shape, one day. And I want you to come out and be your true self. If you could pull it up. Oh, want me to stand up so you could do it? So, yes, because I'm going to stand up and I'm going to be proud of where I am right now and what I'm working on right now and what I'm loving myself right now, ladies, right now. And maybe it'll give you the courage to delve into your sacred beauty. It's okay. Thank you, baby. Give you the courage to delve into your own sacred beauty. So I'm going to ask her, so baby, you can see me? Okay, good. So, yes, y'all. I want you to know that, it's all about you right now. Not the you that you're going to be when you get healed, and the you're going to be when everything is perfect, because it never gets that way. Once you solve one thing, once you fix one thing, you have to fix another. The next thing keeps coming up and coming up and coming up until so healing basically is a forever job. It's an internal job. It lasts forever. It never goes away. So if you think that there's a special place you're going to get to, or you're going to get your body so perfect, do you understand that aging is going to change that? And then of course you'll have to change accordingly, because you can't do the things you used to do. So now you're going to have to do it differently. And you're going to have to fix that. But at some point you're just going to be like, you know what? This is me. This is who I am. This is me right now. Tomorrow I may be better. Tomorrow I may be worse. But this is me right now. This is me right now. Today, I told my husband I wanted to get my sexy on. With all my imperfections, I wanted to get my sexy on. I wanted to not feel like I have to stay in the colors, although they're powerful. I know that if I'm feeling pink, then what does pink represent? Pink represents love. I feel like pink actually represents self-love. That pink represents, the pink is the little, is kind of like synonymous with the little girl in you. The pink represents the soft part of you. The pink represents your innocence. The pink represents your girlhood, your stolen girlhood, your girlhood that was violated, but nevertheless that girlhood. And it makes it, and when you put on your pink, it kind of makes it all right. And I don't mean what happened to you all right, it makes you all right here, right now. So I'm giving thanks and I'm giving praises to the Most High, and I'm accepting my body, and I'm accepting it the way it is right now. And I'm embracing it, and I'm loving it, and I'm not going to talk bad about it. I'm not going to look at all the things that I could change or do more or do better. I'm going to give thanks for this body, that legs to walk and eyes to see and a voice to speak and ears to hear and breath to breathe. Ashe. I am a sacred beauty. I am a sacred beauty. I am a sacred beauty, and so are you. So please join me this Sunday from July 2nd, or on July 2nd from 2 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will start the 21-day intensive, and it's called Return of the Sacred Beauty. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern Sister. Peace and blessings. Thank you, ladies.